The President of the United States has a vast array of advisors and executive agencies at their disposal to help carry out the duties of the executive branch. Understanding the roles and responsibilities of these advisors and agencies is crucial for gaining insight into how the federal government functions. At the center of the President's advisory team is the Cabinet. The Cabinet is made up of the Vice President and the heads of the executive departments, such as the Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, and Secretary of the Treasury. These Cabinet members are nominated by the President and must be confirmed by the Senate. The primary role of the Cabinet is to advise the President on issues relating to public policy, national security, and federal operations within their respective areas of responsibility. For example, the Secretary of State provides counsel on foreign policy and diplomatic affairs, while the Secretary of Defense weighs in on military matters. Cabinet members not only offer advice, but also play a key role in implementing and administering federal laws and policies within the executive branch agencies they oversee. As such, they serve as a critical link between the President's agenda and the federal bureaucracy. Appointments to the Cabinet are considered political appointments, meaning the positions are filled by individuals who share the President's political views and policy goals. This allows the President to surround themselves with advisors who will be responsive to their agenda. However, many lower-level positions within executive agencies are filled by career civil service workers, as we'll discuss later. The federal bureaucracy refers to the vast network of executive agencies, departments, and offices that carry out the day-to-day tasks of the federal government. These agencies play a crucial role in implementing and enforcing laws, developing regulations, and delivering public services. Executive agencies can be broadly categorized into three main types: cabinet-level departments and agencies. These are the major executive departments, such as the Department of State, Department of Defense, and Department of Education, headed by cabinet secretaries. Independent agencies. These agencies operate with a degree of independence from the President's direct control. Examples include the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, the Federal Reserve, and the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Government corporations. These are government-owned corporations that engage in commercial activities, such as the U.S. Postal Service and the Tennessee Valley Authority. While the President has direct control over cabinet-level departments, independent agencies and government corporations operate with varying degrees of autonomy from the White House. The federal bureaucracy employs millions of civil service workers who carry out the day-to-day operations of executive agencies. These workers are hired based on a merit system, which aims to promote fairness, competence, and neutrality in government employment. The merit system traces its roots back to the Pendleton Civil Service Reform Act of 1883, which sought to end the spoils system, the practice of rewarding political supporters with government jobs. Under the spoils system, which had been prevalent in the 19th century, federal jobs were often handed out as political favors rather than based on merit. The modern civil service system emphasizes hiring and promoting employees based on their qualifications, skills, and performance, as demonstrated through competitive examinations and evaluations. This system aims to insulate federal workers from political pressures and ensure that they serve the interest of the public rather than any particular political party or administration. While career civil servants make up the majority of the federal workforce, the President can also appoint a limited number of political appointees to key leadership positions within executive agencies. These political appointees are individuals who share the President's political views and priorities, allowing the administration to shape policy direction within agencies. While the President wields significant power through their advisors and executive agencies, there are important checks and balances in place to ensure accountability and prevent abuse of authority. Congress plays a crucial role in overseeing and regulating executive agencies through various means. Congressional committees have the power to conduct investigations, hold hearings, and request information from agencies. Additionally, Congress controls agency funding through the appropriations process, giving it leverage over agency operations. The judicial branch also serves as a check on executive power. Federal courts have the authority to review agency actions and regulations to ensure they comply with statutory authority and constitutional principles. Courts can strike down agency decisions that exceed the agency's legal mandate or violate individual rights. Within the executive branch itself, there are mechanisms for oversight and accountability. Many agencies have independent offices of Inspector General OIGs that conduct audits and investigations to identify waste, fraud, and abuse within their respective agencies. These OIGs provide an important internal watchdog function. Finally, transparency and public access to information about executive agency activities is ensured through laws like the Freedom of Information Act, FOIA. FOIA allows members of the public to request access to federal agency records, promoting transparency and enabling public oversight of government operations. The President relies heavily on a team of advisors within the cabinet and the broader federal bureaucracy to carry out the functions of the executive branch. While these advisors and agencies wield significant power, a system of checks and balances involving Congress, the courts, and various accountability measures helps to ensure proper oversight and prevent abuse of executive authority.